hole, and they noticed cold air rising out of it, so of course they got curious, and they went back to their father's barn, they grabbed 2 ropes and 2 candles, and they made their way down this 275-foot shaft. And so they made it to about the middle of that opening there, but eventually their candles did go out, so they got scared, and they hurried their way back up, but sadly they missed the beauty of the room you all are standing in right now, called Grotto of the Gods.
Wow.
So this room is called Grotto of the Gods. It's the coldest, largest, and wettest room here in the caverns. This room stays at about 50 degrees year long, while the rest of the cavern stay at about 54 to 56 degrees. Over here, we do have our largest display of flowstone, and if at any point during the tour you all happen to get a water droplet on your head, we call that a cave kiss. And we say that'll bring you good luck for the rest of your day, so hopefully you guys get plenty of them.
Oh, I got that.
And you guys can make your way into the room. If anybody would like any pictures together, just let me know.
Wow.
Hopefully we'll be water.
Look at those glow ones.
He's got dripped on it.
So we have some people coming through, so if we could all just stay over to the left. So we can take a quick look right over here. And this is called our Oriental Tea Garden. So some people say that if you use your imagination, you can kind of imagine the stalagmites here as the people sipping on tea, and then the colors being the trees and flowers of the garden. And this does sit on a water shelf here. So this water shelf was formed when there was also a river flowing through here in this room. And then all the rocks and minerals sat at the top and they deposited there. And they eventually hardened and formed this layer after layer. And if we look down, it does go back pretty far back. So it goes back 8 to 10 feet. So when you all are ready, you can just maybe right over here.
We didn't get a picture.
This right here is called Great Green Wall. There's
Okay.
different fruit-like formations in front of us. And if you take a look right up top, there is a flat spot there. And at that flat spot, there was once a stalactite, but when we had the earthquake about 6,000 years ago, it did cause it to snap off. And these do weigh about 2 to 3 tons each, and that one specifically was about 20 feet long. So they weren't able to manually take it out themselves, so instead they buried it under 50 feet of gravel right along here. So that's why you see the gravel being a bit elevated in this general area. So when you guys are ready, you can make your way down and just stop and turn that off there.
Picture? Yeah. Sure. You recording? Mm-hmm. Oh, just a big group.
Oh no, we're not. We're going to here. No.
We're going to Anna's house.
We are on pause as the proceeding tram passes through us. She's saying something over there.
Right here. So the U.S. Engineering Department marked this the deepest point in the cave. So right now we're at about 220 feet deep, 941 feet above sea level. And if you take a look down there, you may wonder, some people ask me why it looks deeper down there. But this is actually the deepest point because there is more land above us here and there's a bit of a mountain, so it's why it makes it the deepest point in the cave. So you guys can make your way over here. We'll be taking a look right up there. So you guys can stand along this railing here. You guys can get close if you would like to. Like I said, we'll be taking a look up. I'll be turning on in a few. So this right here is called Beyond the Veil. So beyond the veil means hidden because when these lights were off, it looked like there was absolutely nothing there. But once I turn them on, you can see the baby stalactites, except these are actually different than the rest because these are hollow on the inside. So we like to call them soda straws because potentially if you were to snap one off, you could drink soda. But then again, that would come with a $1,000 fine and a year in jail.
Well, that's
And
been
we
a good
also have
cook.
it in the natural lighting as well. So once you all have taken a look at both, you can just wait for me in the middle of this room here. If anybody needs to see the colored lights again, just let me know.
You got it? Tú tomas fotos. You are? This is the natural version
And if we
of what
take
you
a
see
quick
in
look
the
right up here, this
Indiana
is
Jones
actually
ride.
our longest piece of bacon. And then we have our widest piece of bacon right next to it. It's just that one right there. So they're both in the same area. So now we'll keep going through a passageway called Long Lead, and this is the long narrow passageway that we take in order to get to the next room. You will pass a set of stairs on your way through here, but we no longer use those because when we did, people would actually bump their heads a lot since it's really low and really steep. So we just took those out as part of the tour. And this is also the only man-made part in the cave because of course they did have to take a chunk of the rock out in order to avoid those stairs. So you'll see that as you make your way through. And just remember to watch your head.
It's gorgeous, huh? Mm-hmm. So pretty. Short stuff. Hey, duck. Look at it. That's gorgeous. Wow.
So this room right here is called the cathedral hall for the high church-like ceilings. On the drapery that you see around, and those two big columns there in the front. And along the walls, you will see this bumpy formation here. And somewhere right over here. These are called coraloids, or we like to call them cave popcorn. It kind of looks like popcorn. And if we take a look up into the into the middle of this room here. I know my flashlight doesn't go that far back, but here in the center of this room, you'll see the last and final cave opening that you'll see on the tour today. And it's actually the closest one that we have to the surface as well. So you guys can take a look around this room. And actually, if any of you all would like to stand right along here, and if you look back into the middle of that right hole there, you will see a dark shadowy figure, and we call him the bishop, but it's only if you stand right along here.
Did you see it?
That is
So
cool.
you just gotta look in the center of that right opening there. You just gotta get that little crack there in the middle, so you just look directly into the middle there. It's like a silhouette figure.
Oh, silhouette, yes.
Yep.
I see it. I see it.
Okay, did you see the silhouette? Okay.
Did you see it? No.
So like I said, his name is the bishop, and you will be seeing him later on in the tour. So just remember to keep your eye out, and we'll see who can spot him first. So once you guys are ready, just meet me at that chain right over there. Did you guys get to see the bishop? So just stop at that chain there.
I will say.
Wait up.
So right over here we have two cave animals, but they're just made out of rocks. But if we take a quick look right up here, we have our cave crocodile. You can see his sharp, pointy teeth, his eye, and
Oh,
then his
yeah.
nose, along with the rest of his body there. Or you can call him the crocodile. And then right over here we have our cave elephant. So his trunk is there, his two eyes, his body, and his many legs, but that's just